Jesus, love of Jesus loves you. All right, number one is get a Bible. If you can get a Bible, get a Bible. And if you can get a nice Bible, like get a nice Bible because it might help you read more. But just get a Bible and maybe try to get a nice Bible that you like. But as far as versions are concerned, I actually started out in elementary school, like reading the King James Version. I started out reading the King James Version, and then in high school, I started reading the NIV. So I started out with the King James Version, and then in high school the NIV, and then in college the ESV. And then just recently, I read the ESV for years. I mainly read the New Testament. The New Testament is critical, and Psalms are really encouraging. Proverbs is like wisdom, but the New Testament and salvation and Jesus, giving your life to Jesus, is primary. So now I read the NASB. So you have, and those are the only four I would recommend: the King James Version, the KJV, the New International Version, the NIV, the English Standard Version, the ESV, and the new, hold on, New American Standard Bible, NASB. And I'll put it in the description. I'll put this in the description. But those are the only four I would recommend: the KJV, King James Version, the NIV, the ESV, and the NASB. So if you're looking for accuracy, I think the King James Version is the most accurate, but it's kind of hard to read. Like people say it isn't, but it's kind of hard to read. But if you're studying the Bible, you want to check what the King James Version says. King James Version is the most accurate. The one I would go to if I had to go to one would be the English Standard Version, the ESV, because I've read it for years. It's like I would go to the ESV, mainly the English Standard Version, the ESV. And then if I had a question, I'd go to the King James Version, the KJV. And right now, I really like the NASB, the New American Standard Bible. I really like the New American Standard Bible. And I used to read the NIV, the New International Version. So those four versions, I would recommend, I don't know, like all four. Like I would probably recommend the ESV. I'd probably recommend the ESV. And then if you have a question, go to the most accurate, the KJV. And I like the NASB, and the NIV's okay too. And if you go to John MacArthur's website, gracetoyougty.org, put in Bible versions, and it gives a breakdown. There's like dynamic translation versus a more literal translation. The four versions I told you, John MacArthur, those are basically the four versions that John MacArthur and other people agree. Like John MacArthur says those four versions, and other people say those four versions are the most accurate. The KJV is the most accurate, but it's kind of hard to read, so I'd go ESV, NASB, NIV. But anyways, so the other three are more readable. But thing came on my screen. But anyways, just get a Bible, read it, read the New Testament, learn about Jesus' salvation, give your life to Jesus before it's too late. He loves you. And yeah, those four versions are the only ones I really trust. Those four versions. So anyways, And John MacArthur says those 4 versions too if you go to his website. But I'll try to list it in the description. Love Jesus loves you. Jesus.